The versatility of this sauce is what makes it so special. No wastage, no leftovers. Perfect. Hi, my name's Rory. I'm one of the chef tutors here at the Waitrose Cookery School. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cheese sauce, otherwise known as a Mornay sauce. So first thing I'm going to do is make my roux. The roux is the flour and butter mix. It's used in all sorts of different sauces across the board. So just going to go straight in with 50 grams of unsalted butter. I've got my pan just on a medium heat here. Just give it a couple of minutes to tick away. So this roux is going to thicken our sauce really nicely. I'm going to add an equal amount of plain flour. That's 50 grams. And I'm just going to start cooking that out. So you want to beat that together nicely. What we're aiming for here is a white roux as opposed to a blonde or a brown roux that you would use for other sauces. So this is a great sauce to make using ingredients you should have in your fridge and larder. So this roux is starting to smell really lovely and toasty now, nice and nutty. I'm just keeping an eye on it, giving it a good stir, and you'll notice it starts to get ever so slightly more grainy as it cooks out. So I'm going to add cold milk at this stage. If you've got a hot roux, you want to add cold milk. And if you've got a cold roux, you want to add hot milk. So over a medium heat, in 3 stages, I'm just going to start incorporating my milk into that roux. So I'm using whole milk for this recipe rather than semi-skimmed. I find you end up with a much creamier, richer texture. The roux is really thickened up that milk immediately and it's cooked out. So that's stage 1 of adding the milk. Now I'm going to add it in 2 more goes. It's looking really lovely and glossy and smooth. That's the last of my milk. It's another great thing about this recipe. It's just 1 pint of milk to 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of butter. So no wastage, no leftovers. Now that I've added all my milk, I just want to keep on stirring it to beat out any lumps. I want to bring it to a very gentle simmer and just cook that roux out slightly in the milk. One of my first memories of cooking a cheese sauce is making cheesy ham-wrapped leeks with my mum when I was a little kid. It's a real family staple when I was growing up. So my sauce is thickening up really nicely here, super glossy and smooth. Now it's time to start grating my cheese and finishing this off. So I'm using a whole 160 gram pack of the Waitrose Essential Mature Cheddar here. So I'm just going to grate this roughly. You can use whatever cheese you've got in your fridge if you've got any offcuts. All sorts of different types of cheese work in this sauce. So we can go straight into the pan with our cheese here. And the mature cheddar is going to bring a lovely depth of flavour, beautiful, tangy and robust. If you wanted to bring some nutty flavours, you could use a Gruyere or a Comté, something along those lines. So that's really beautifully incorporated now. It's a lovely glossy consistency. I'm going to add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Again, we're using the Waitrose Essential Dijon mustard here. What this mustard's doing is just bringing a lovely tangy acidity to the sauce. For any leftover mustard you might have, you could use it to make a delicious mustard sauce with your steak, or just have it on the side when you're having sausages and chips. So let's have a taste for seasoning. Really lovely. Can taste that mustard. Beautiful mature cheddar flavour coming through. Just needs a little pinch of salt just to tailor it slightly more to my taste. Perfect. So my sauce is just about ready now. I'm just going to give it a quick whisk, just make sure there's no lumps in there and it's super smooth. Perfect, really nice and glossy. My sauce is ready. So I'm going to serve my sauce over some lovely broccoli. Some other great ways of using this sauce would be draped over some lovely roast veg to make a beautiful root vegetable gratin. The versatility of this sauce is what makes it so special. Let us know in the comments how you decide to use yours, and thank you very much for watching.